Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Hello. Hello, Satellite. Hello, Shadows. Ms. Roy. Manic, our Dominic, Naren, Arcane. Hi, everybody. Happy, Tuesday? Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is anymore. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, boy. I've missed you all since it's been about 7 years since we last saw each other. A lot has happened in the last couple of days. What's up, around the board? Good to see you. Glad it's Tuesday. Okay. Where to begin? Well, I guess we'll begin with the schedule getting hijacked. Okay, so we'd been having like weird little power fluctuations throughout the house. Just lights pulsating here and there, or appliances not really wanting to do their thing. It came to a head on Saturday. Shit just stopped working. Everything in the house would just like blink on or off. Yeah, probably haunted. That was my first inclination too, but so called an electrician. Electrician said you should probably get SoCal Edison, our power company out there, to check it out and make sure it's not their issue first. It's like, okay. Because the electrician didn't work on the weekend anyway, unfortunately. So he said he could be out there first thing Monday morning. I was like, okay, I'll get SoCal Edison out here first. I'm going to be drinking heavily tonight, too. You'll understand why by the end of this. I called Edison. They were like, okay, yeah, we'll be out. We'll be out. Way through Saturday, everything's blinking in and off and stuff. On and off. No Edison. Sunday goes by. No Edison. Monday, the electrician comes in the morning and hops up on the roof and is like, yeah, it's Edison's problem. I'm not an electrician. I'm not well versed in electrical matters, despite my propensity for using it. But from what I remember, what I gathered from what he told me, the main line, there's a pole. There's a power pole in my backyard. It stands at the intersection of 4 plots of land. And it's connected to all of them. That's where we get our power from. The line... Oh, good evening, Bulwark and Naren. Good to see y'all. The line from the pole to our house has, like, I guess power lines have, like, neutral lines in them that are pretty important. And, ours wasn't neutral anymore. Something had gotten jacked up in the line, and... like, power was just jumping all over it. And in fact, he showed me a picture. There are scorch marks on my roof from where the power arced out of the line. So, yeah. Fury Fighter, thank you so much for subscribing for 50 months. I appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, what the fuck, indeed. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I got on the line with Edison again. Electrician gave me some guidance on what to say and jumped in there too. And Edison came out several hours later, but they did come out the same day with 3 trucks. And they fixed everything up. And they told us that if any of our devices were damaged because of this, that we could contact them for reimbursement, which is good. Because our water heater died. as a result of this. So that's our next crisis to face down. I won't go into detail how we've been handling that. It's really funny, but yeah. Also, it killed the modem too. But it killed the modem on Sunday, and I had the wherewithal to go and swap it out before tonight's festivities, so. I am alive, PM Collector Boy. You missed me telling the story of how the power cable from the pole to my house was arcing electricity over the weekend. Did anything bad happen? So yeah, we're like, okay, well, you know, we'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll deal with this Tuesday. We'll work all that out. And I wake up Tuesday to discover that my entire company is being shut down. Because I work for Amazon Fresh, and Amazon's like, oh, we don't need that anymore. We don't need that entire wing of the company anymore. So. Yeah, I woke up to check my phone's alarm, and I had a notification from my Amazon app. It was like, check. Open for an important notice about your position. I'm like, oh, cool. And I open it up, I was like, oh, that's not cool at all. That's not cool at all. So yeah, on the bright side, there is a bright side. There's always a bright side, chat. California has a law. I didn't know this. This is fascinating to me, and it makes sense. Grocery stores are not allowed to close without giving 45 days notice before they do. So, in every other state than California, Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go are shutting down this Sunday. Like, a matter of days away. But here in California, I still have a job through about mid-March. So yeah. Important info about your position. You don't have one now. Yeah. So yeah, thank goodness for that. There are also some possibilities. I may be able to shift over to Whole Foods. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things yet. I imagine I'll find out a lot more when I actually go into the store tomorrow. I'm really like, I don't know, maybe this is probably part of why I don't go insane when things go bad, is like, I'm genuinely fascinated and interested in seeing how all this plays out. Like, I've never worked for a dying store before, so like, what's work gonna be like tomorrow? What's work gonna be like a week from now? What's work gonna be like on the last day? Ooh, this is exciting. As long as I, just shut out all the grander ramifications of all this. Hence, why I'll be drinking heavily tonight, chat. No thoughts. Only pirating and yar har ho tee hee haring. Hey gang, how's everyone doing? Hi Chaos. How's it going? Oh, thank you, Ballawork. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Sounds like drama at work. Okay, short version. The power line to my house is arcing electricity over the weekend. It got fixed, but it blew out my water heater. And then I woke up today to find out that my company's being dissolved in like a month and a half. So. Hey, Tuesday. Spent like 5 hours painting these. See, that sounds like fun. Part of me feels like I dodged a bullet not getting into Warhammer before I got laid off last year. But I also think there would have been something comforting about that too. Yeah, Twin Cobra, tiny bit of a go. I think I like it, and I'm a big Toplin fan. Oh yeah, I haven't been playing anything because I can't. I couldn't. And yeah, somebody up thread was like back to job hunting. Motherfucker, it never stopped. I will never, chat, I will never stop job hunting ever again. No matter how solid or stable or promising whatever my current position is, I am never taking my eyes off of the job market ever again as long as I live. Especially not now. Like, I have been job hunting these past couple months after getting work at Amazon. Like, this is not, well, I know for certain this is not the last job I'm gonna have. By definition, it cannot be. But yeah, yeah, I've learned all the hard lessons over this past year from my previous foibles and oversights and mishandlings. I get it now. So. Lucky enough to have a really fancy shit library nearby that lets people rent out use of a 3D printer. That's super cool. Then hook me up with this tan Void Dragon print file because Jeet has wrist. Looking forward to the next season of the Netflix adaptation why we should embrace our anarchism with Looney Tunes physics. I mean, One Piece. Oh, man. Mother's Basement had a really good video on the politics of One Piece that I found. I mean, the politics of One Piece are fairly obvious if you have any critical thinking skills whatsoever. But still, it's fun. It's fun to hear all that stuff laid out. Main library will do 3D prints for like $1 an hour. Wow, that's pretty cool. Friday went fairly well. Saturday was, you saw the news? Yeah. Still amazed that adaptation turned out pretty well. I know, right? It's crazy. Borderline unthinkable. And yet, here it is. Arguably one of the greatest live-action anime adaptations ever. Then the Silent Hill 2 remake? Oh, the Bloober Team one? I think that shocked everybody, frankly. Most of all me. I almost feel bad for disparaging them, but they did make a bunch of shitty games, so I'm allowed to. Plenty of time for it to go to shit like what happened with the Witcher series from what I've heard. I mean, nothing lasts forever, chat. Boy, let me tell you. Being sick and tired of the just follow the rules arguments on Facebook. Don't expect anything approaching like human logic or empathy on Facebook. I'm sorry. It's just not. Live action One Piece, your daughter despises it. Oh yeah, I watched the Super Eye Patch Wolf video about how horrible the Silent Hill 2 movie is. Oh yeah, you saw Two Shadows? Oh boy. All right, anyway, chat. We have something to do tonight. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. Or if we'll even finish it. I don't know. But let's talk about the schedule real quick, because the schedule does actually seem pretty Does actually seem pretty promising for right now. I'm back. I made it. Sorry about Saturday. Sorry about no power hours on Saturday. Sorry about not finishing LeChuck's Revenge on Forbidden Sunday. Sorry about not maybe streaming last night. But we're here. We're back. We made it. I'm alive. I'm kicking. I'm surprisingly upbeat. Maybe I'm just getting numb to the pain. I don't know. I'll take it. Works for me. How dare you? I demand a full refund. Power hours depends on the power lines. So yeah, tonight we're gonna, I think, finish LeChuck's Revenge tonight. Percentage-wise, it looks promising. I don't actually know how much is left in this game, but we'll see. And especially with your help. You. Yes, you. You're gonna help me do this, and we're gonna do it. Which means tomorrow and Wednesday, I don't know. I don't know. Gotta laugh or you'll go crazy? Seriously. Absolutely right. I don't know, we might, let's discuss it right now, in fact. Let's discuss it right now. I'm gonna offer you a choice, Chef. I'm gonna offer you a choice. Next big game we do is gonna be Star of Providence. 100%. It is locked in, it is guaranteed. Do you want to start Star of Providence tomorrow? Or would you like 2 nights of random stuff and then start Star of Providence next week? I know it's Satellite's voting. I think I can guess which way Satellite's swinging. There's an achievement for finishing the game in under 3 hours. This is possible. We got this. Right now, simulplay. What is Star of Providence? Star of Providence is the game formerly known as Monolith. If you've ever tuned into one of our dear friend Echo Far's streams, he was playing Star of Providence. Yeah, it's a retro top-down action shmup roguelike thingy thing. It's really cool. I haven't played it in like 8 years or something, so. Manic loves random stuff. Chat, would you like to live deliciously? Arcane wants random stuff, Zem wants random stuff. Okay. All right. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. We will get to Star of Providence next week then. Satellite, try to contain your anguish. I apologize profusely, but the will of the people is as such. I got some cool stuff. I do have some cool stuff. I have several things, in fact. I'm working with a backlog of things that I'd like to do on random nights. So I'm gonna be teased though. I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do tomorrow night, but I'm not gonna tell you until we finish this game. So you gotta. I just see out of the corner of my eyes, see Satellite going, I will wait, it's only a week, nothing else can possibly go wrong. I promise you, the next thing we play is the next big thing we play is Star of Providence. All right, come hell or high water. If the stream gets waylaid when I return from whatever apocalyptic disaster strikes next, we will do Star of Providence. Oh my God, Manic, what? Was the power company won't try to burn the house down again? Yeah, I figure I've got at least a couple years before I gotta worry about that one again, right? I mean, right? It's fine, it's fine. Have you seen Dungeon Antiqua at all? NG Dungeon Crawler, roguelike, Jason thing based on Final Fantasy 1 mechanics. No, I would like to fuck with that, I think. Squirrel hit crew failed twice so far. Okay, so tomorrow night, Thursday night, we'll do some fun random stuff. Friday will be a Friday feature. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think this Friday will be an indie variety night, but I can't promise anything because I have been engaging more and more with the developers who contact me, and I actually haven't checked that email in a couple days because no power, haha. So I might have more stuff to look at this week. If not, we'll see. Ooh, oh, I do have something. I do have a Friday thing I've been meaning to. Okay, sorry, getting ahead of myself here. I've got a lot of pent-up streams, chat, because it's been a couple days now, and I was so jazzed to do a whole bunch of streams in a row, and SoCal Addison fucked me on that. So yeah, so I have the winter pockets. If only, man. If only I had some cool-ass snow to show for it. But no. Here in balmy SoCal, and the stupid fucking power company let my roof burn up. It's chat, just to be fair, to be a part of it. It's very small scorch marks. It's the roof almost caught fire. It didn't actually catch fire. It's a huge difference there. So yeah, random stuff tomorrow and Thursday. Friday we'll do a Friday feature. Yeah, only slightly on fire. Saturday will probably be the power hours, I think. And then later this week we'll talk about next week's schedule. I don't know if my work schedule is going to change. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know until I go into work tomorrow. So yeah, I'm taking this a week at a time if I can, day by day if necessary. So bear with me, chat. But whatever streams I do get to have next week will mainly be Star of Providence. So I might even let it step on Fridays and Saturdays if I so choose. So I'm crazy like that. All right. Anyway, let me go get another drink because, like I said, drinking heavily tonight. And then we will get on with LeChuck's Revenge and the finality of it. That's not the word I was thinking of, but yeah, drinking heavily. I'll be right back, chat. Alrighty. I'm big on efficiency, chat. I like being efficient. Like making 3 entire rum and cokes out of a single can of Coke. Hildy, hi! Yes, I am. Yes, I am losing my job. What the hell? Sorry, hang on. That's so funny. That's so funny, Shadows. Where did that even come from? Oh, I killed the game. Aw, boo. Okay, well, hang on. We'll be back in a sec. This will give me a chance to catch up on chat. Hildy, hi, good evening. Yes, okay, recap for anybody just coming in. My power was fucked over the weekend. The main line from the pole to my house was arcing electricity onto my roof. It got fixed, but at what cost? My water heater. I don't have hot water now. So that's the current crisis, or I thought it would be, except I woke up this morning and discovered that Amazon is shutting down all Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go stores. But because I live in California, they can't shut it down until mid-March. So I've got a job at least until then. So yeah, that's why I'm drinking. How you doing? I have to look into Satisfactory, one of the those when I finally fall off of this. Off of what? Arknight's Enfield. Gotcha. Ooh, I love automation games. I wonder if I should look into that. So, oh boy, yes, the universe is awful. It really is. Everything is terrible. You know what's not terrible? You know what isn't terrible? Come on, video game. Come on. Monkey Island! Monkey Island's not terrible. At least the first 3. Drink in solidarity. Bless you, Hildy. I appreciate it. Amazon wants more robots. Streets of Fury EX down 90% to $1 on Steam. It's probably the dumbest thing beyond I've ever witnessed, if anyone's interested. What'd I miss other than the power outage? Oh, I work for... I got a stopgap job at Amazon Fresh, and Amazon is shutting down all the Amazon Freshes now. My career bad luck is so bad, it cursed an entire branch of Amazon, it turns out. I've also been playing it. It's primarily a gacha that has crafting automation built in that's kind of interesting. I'll have to check it out, Dave. I have to check it out. How about that high guard? Are some of them getting converted to Whole Foods? Well, not mine, unfortunately. But we have a Whole Foods up the street that I might be able to transfer to. Again, a whole lot of things I don't know until I go into work tomorrow. So I'll just have to. The Amazon did a good job cursing itself. Yeah. Anyway, chat. Let's get back to it. Let's do it. I've talked enough about myself. Let's play the last part. All right, welcome to, I don't know where we are. Oh my God, it's been like a week since I last played this game. That's not good for a point and click.
Welcome to Dinky Island.
Welcome
home of the
to
treasure
Dinky
of
Island.
Big Whoop.
Okay. We've made it to the home of Big Whoop, chat. I don't think I've done anything here yet.
It's a moonshine still.
Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure? Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
Never gonna remember
Gee,
all
Captain
the
Marley,
shit I got in my
where should we
inventory.
bury the treasure? I want
No
my
rum, no
granddaughter
coke,
to marry a
sweet
real
whiskey.
man, a captain, not a washout
Cheers,
like
Hildy.
you. I want my granddaughter to marry a real man, a captain, not a washout like you.
That's right, philosophy, because
Okay,
Herman
let's go
Tootherod
over
is
it
here.
again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
Incredible
Molly wants a
guru.
cracker.
Polly wants a cracker.
No,
Guess what I
that's
have?
not right. Okay.
All right,
let's
you
go
want a
over
cracker?
it again, so
Fuck it.
no one forgets where we buried the treasure. And due east from the pond to the dinosaur.
due
I want
east
my granddaughter to marry a real
to the
man.
pond
Captain.
from the dinosaur. Herman Toothrot looks like he's dead. Herman Toothrot's been through a lot. I always remind myself, chat. Always remind myself. Could always be worse. And sometimes it is. But even when it is, it can then again be worse than that. So, at least I'm not Herman Toothrot. I got a lot going for me over old Herman there. Reminds me of one of the assistant managers when I work in Imaginarium. We're the third company or row that closed while she was working for them. Yeah, I mean, look, sucks to be me, but this is the last aside about this. After this, I want to fully immerse myself in gaming and forget about like corporeal existence here. But I gotta say, like, yeah, sucks to be me, but I'm working with people who have been at Amazon for like 3, 4, 5 years, who got the same notice that I did today. So, like, yeah, I feel bad, but like, part of me is just like, Jesus, what are, like, you know, what are my managers going through? Like, what are the career people going through? So, I've only been there 3 months. So. Oh yeah, at least you're on a tropical island where you can subsist on the island's bounty with minimal personal effort. You won't give me that bullshit, Naren. I've read Robinson Crusoe. You can't. Good evening, Drake. Now, good to see you. Trying to keep a few people company. Well, keep your company as best you can, Drake. Now, it's good to see you, if only for a moment. Yeah, for me, it's a stopgap. For them, it's a career. And yeah, I feel really bad for them. So again, I can't help myself. I am really genuinely curious and like perversely excited to see what the next month and a half at the store is gonna be like. Because I've never gone through this. You know, when I joined Amazon Fresh, I had never worked for the grocery store. Now, I've never worked for a store going out of business. So, neat. Could be worse, this could be Fallout Tactics. Yeah, we'll become, I haven't seen Bacon Guy in a long time. The Castaway before Robinson Crusoe. I probably should have too. I like that. It makes me angry how fickle tech companies are just to drop things for no reason. It reminds me of what Google is like if you work in any subsidiary. It's a ticking clock before they shut down for no reason. No, it's. I don't think tech culture is sustainable. Or rather, I don't want to believe tech culture is sustainable. It certainly doesn't feel like it. Good evening, Negaratep. Good to see you. Hired you and then started going out of business. Suspicious. I know. Was it me? Was it something I did? Am I that cursed? Is that why nobody else will hire me? They could just smell the doom on me? I don't know. Any prospective recruiters happen to be watching this right now? I'm just kidding. I'm a great asset to your company. Hire me today. Made a coal plan. We want some good news. I saw that, Eva. Congratulations. Maybe it's my turn to be a dick. Everything up until like stable power in Satisfactory is basically the tutorial. Like, seriously. I'm not making this up. Coal power is really when the game starts getting going, because up until that point, way too much of your active time is spent like finding foliage to shove into grinders. so that everything keeps on humming. Once you get a sustainable power source, like, the game begins in earnest, because then you can really focus on your layouts and your production ratios, and that's the real game. It really, really is. So there's the conspicuous tutorial, and then there's the stealth tutorial, which lasts until you get coal power going. So, and oh boy, the game is fucking magical once you get to that point, and talking about it really makes me want to stream it, but I'm not going to. I'm committed to Star of Providence next. You're coming in late. Next week, we're starting Star of Providence. Assuming I finish this tonight, which is not guaranteed because I'm drinking a lot and really rambly tonight. But I mean, we got like a 2-day buffer here. Wednesday and Thursday are either going to be actually finishing this or playing some other random stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while. And then we'll do a Friday feature, and Saturday will probably be the power hours. And by then I should have a better idea of what the rest of my week is going to be like. More jungle. I love more jungle. What about Dyson Sphere Program? I would like to do Dyson Sphere Program. Dyson Sphere Program is a little intimidating. I've gotten far enough into Dyson Sphere Program to get a Dyson Swarm started, and that's in like peaceful mode. I normally don't do peaceful mode in games, but again, Dyson Sphere Program is intimidating.
There's something lumpy in it.
This feels very Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna pull it.
I can't reach it.
Guybrush, it's right there.
I can't reach it.
Buddy, what do you want to reach it with? You want to whack it with a shovel?
Can't dig that, Daddy.
You can only dig things with a shovel.
I don't think that would be very sporting.
Smack it with a crowbar?
I don't think I ought to do that.
All right, we have no way of reaching this bag right now.
Nice.
That is a nice tree. I don't know my sticks. I don't know what happened to my sticks. I actually don't remember what happened to my sticks. Guybrush did in fact call us daddy. I had to use zombie biofuel grinders to start the process and then got rid of them when it became perpetual. Yeah. Yeah, it's because of the water requirement, right? You do have to kind of jumpstart your power production. Oh my god, I really want to play Satisfactory now. Eva, why did you do this? Talking about Satisfactory. Bad time talking about Satisfactory because my god, do I want an escape from things. So Satisfactory is such a wonderful game to just like dissolve into. Mods in chat. I don't know what the hell is going on. Just okay stuff for me, please. Thank you, whoever did that. I'm gonna have to go through the auto mod settings after stream. Auto mod. I think auto mod made a power grab over the last couple of days. Yonners, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going tonight? Good evening, Yonners. Welcome in. Good to see you. What were you all up to tonight? I hope you're having a good time with whatever it was. I am maybe finishing Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge tonight. If I can keep myself from drunkenly rambling too much, which, I mean, no promises. And yeah, auto mod, like I haven't streamed the last couple days, and auto mod, like, decided to usurp my throne or something, so I'm gonna have to put their ass in its place. Ball of work! Talking AI, girlfriends, and robot rights. Hope you're doing good. You know what? I'm doing great now that you're here. Nothing like a solid raid to lift the old spirits. I appreciate you very much. Damn, I can't watch this, so I want to play it myself. I heard it's really good. You should absolutely play it yourself. Yes, Raiders! If you have not played Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge, I don't want to spoil anything for you because this is the end game. We're in the final chapter of it, so yeah. Don't let me keep you, okay?
Looks strong.
Don't let me spoil you on this box that says TNT.
I'll just take this rope off of it. Hey, it's nailed shut.
It's nailed shut. I have a crowbar.
Hey, dynamite, just like it says on the side.
Yoink! Bad yawners for running away from it. Oh, perfect. Nice. Somebody please approve that one. Please. The auto mod reason for that was hilarious. It was like bullying. Oh no. We're bullying one of the richest men in the world. Ooh. All right, hang on one sec. Hang on, because I'm not quitting the game, but I want to go ahead. I want to fix this. I'm gonna get in here and see. Auto mod needs to. Oh, Jesus. Auto mod just went insane while I was gone. All right, let's see here. Let's try it like here and see how that goes. Y'all tend to behave yourselves. Does anyone actually get a flag for bullying? No, this is new. This is new. This is new as of tonight. Like, seriously, while I was out for the last couple of days, auto mod just, like, went mad with power. Right colorful, I was gonna send the shot from Clerks to the sign, but that was too mean spirit. Hang on, let me open this up real quick. Oh, damn, that's nice. All right, I'll set that up once we're done tonight. But this game really doesn't like being alt-tabbed, so I don't wanna push our luck too far.
It's a disgusting bog. We'll work this out with Automod, don't you worry.
I don't know, am I naive? That one seems like really benign. Automod must be a learning algorithm. Like, is it really that bad to be a cuck? It learns to hate. I don't know how to spell shit. Oh boy, I'm super lost. Helps, I know streamers Nightbot went insane with power and tried to permaban the actual mods. Oh, we found a call box. Great.
Nice.
Nice.
1900740JEDI. Remember, kids, if you're under 18, ask your parents before calling.
Lucasfilm Games hint line. Chester speaking.
Oh my god. Wait, that's an entirely different person. Maybe they updated it with like a modern LucasArts employee, but that's amazing.
When is Swaddle gonna ship?
It's been out for some time now. Where have you been? Playing some frustrating graphic adventure?
Who thought up that dumb stump joke?
I am tired of hearing about that damn stump. Do you have any idea how many calls I get a day about that? Don't ask me about it again.
Why do adventure games cost so much?
Hey, I just work here.
What is the secret of Monkey Island?
Oh, I'm fed up with stupid questions like that. It's a surprise, okay?
Where do babies come from?
What are you, a pervert? What's wrong with you?
How much money have I spent talking to you?
75 cents a minute. You can ask your computer to work out the math for you.
I'm lost in the Dinky Island jungle in Monkey 2.
Look, there are only 2 ways out of the room you're in. Figure it out, knucklehead.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure.
What is the secret? I'm not sure, actually. I think... Do we actually learn the secret of Monkey Island in Curse? Because I've only... Are you serious, Automod? Okay, so we do learn it in Curse. To be fair, I've only beaten Curse of Monkey Island once. And I don't remember the ending very well. The secret changes game to game, usually. Yeah, I beat Curse as a child. And it took me ages to get to the end. So, yeah. I think I might remember it, but again, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody who doesn't know it. No graphics Chester was LucasArts product support manager Chris Brown. No idea who the new graphics Chester is. All I remember is in Monkey Island 4, Guybrush would always very dramatically say, "Escape from Monkey Island." I never got far enough in Monkey Island 4 to understand what we were escaping from, because we never even made it to Monkey Island in 4. Hang on, the bird told us, what was it, east from the pond? Was that it? This auto mod guy seems like a real douche. I'm like this close to just turning off auto mod entirely. I mean, I think I can. Again, y'all generally behave yourselves, and the stuff that auto mod is flagging is stuff that I frankly don't care about, because y'all aren't, well, y'all aren't Republicans, so. There's a secret of Monkey Island to this game. I don't know if it's the secret. Well, we'll see when we get there, I guess. When I had Monkey Island, I had voice acting. I swear it was the 90s. What was the Windows version voice acted?
Oh, the heck with it. Let's make a map and tear it into 4 pieces.
Dinosaur, that's
it. Oh, the
it.
heck with it. Let's make a map and tear it into 4 pieces. Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure?
Pretty Polly.
Head due east from the pond to the dinosaur.
And I did. But now what?
I want my granddaughter to marry a real man, a captain, not a washout like you. Oh, the heck with it. Let's make a map and tear it into 4 pieces. Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure? Gee,
yeah,
Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure?
Fury, I can't tell you. Because I started with Curse. Yeah, I don't have any more crackers. Cutest moment, my 2 male cats were awake are constantly giving you the other stink eye or doing sneaky swats, but right now they're curled up next to each other on my bed sleeping. Aw, that's nice. Nothing on this screen. Should call Monkey Island 5 the search for Monkey Island 4 as a sly nod. They should have. That would have been pretty funny. For those of you that don't know, there is no Leisure Suit Larry 4. I don't know why. I think at some point I knew why and I forgot. But there's no Leisure Suit Larry 5. Or 4.
Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury
There's
the
definitely
treasure?
a 5. Because that's the one I always saw in store shelves at Babbage's.
Polly wants a cracker.
I bet you do. Now I just gotta fucking find one. I don't even remember where I got the first one. Is that a dolphin? I guess that's gonna be the next direction. This is just a dumb joke going directly to 5. Oh, I am lost. Kids had a cute moment yesterday where one of them wanted attention, flops down my foot. The other happened to be watching really carefully. Ha, that's cute. Just a joke out loaded. Okay, cool. Parrot made me scream.
Okay, let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
They say anchovies on the top. Yeah. Oh, they smell like anchovies.
Oh, no, that's not right.
They say anchovies on the top.
Everything says anchovies.
No, that's not right.
It's empty.
I want my granddaughter to marry a real man. Captain.
It's empty.
No, that's not right.
Word up, Herman.
Oh, hi.
Word up, Herman.
I think I have better things to do than talk to you.
I think you will find that the concept of better things is the frailest of illusions.
Yep,
Captain
barrel's
Marley,
empty
where
and the
should we
crates are
bury the
full of
treasure?
sardines.
It's a moonshine still. It's empty.
What was supposed to be Leisure Suit Larry 4 got canceled, so they just ran with the idea of a sequel that doesn't exist. See, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. When do you strangle the bird? I'm not a big fan of the bird. I am increasingly losing patience for characters that need to shut the fuck up in video games. Like, straight up, chat. Like, I don't
Mommy
want...
wants a cracker.
I don't want to stand on this
Okay, let's
scene
go
because
over it
he will
again, so
never,
no one forgets where we
ever
buried the
shut
treasure.
up.
Oh, the heck with it. Let's make a map and tear it into 4 pieces.
Watched the Larry games ages ago, and I was like, ooh, what are these adventure games? I found them as some of my least favorites. I mean, I'm pretty sure the humor in most of the Leisure Suit Larry games is aged like fucking milk. I've never played a Leisure Suit Larry game. I'm very aware of them. But yeah. I mean, I think just by their nature, the 2 modern Larry games are still around. I cannot, and I never will get over the fact that the most recent Leisure Suit Larry games title is a nod to, what, Sweary of all things? Wet dreams don't dry? Like, what the fuck? Low-key, one of the most mind-fucky things in the entire game industry. On GOG, everything including and after Love for Sale is still available. The older VGA ones are gone. I mean, not that it'd be very hard to find those, frankly. Any compilation of old DOS games would probably have them included in there. If you're like watching Space Quest, they keep showing all the stupid fucking content. Space Quest is great. All right, hang on. Hint! You might need to get some more help from the parrot to locate the spot for the treasure. Maybe you should look for some more crackers. Search Dinky Island for some more crackers and you can give her the parrot. So... maybe that's what the bag is? My request one night of Wet Dreams Don't Dry is so boggling I think you may be interested. I mean, I would have to get it? Yeah, sure, man. Go right ahead. I'm definitely more interested in finishing this game than I am in preserving any semblance of spoilerlessness. Back to Scream's Pinata. And me without anything to... well, I have a crowbar, but he won't beat it with a crowbar. I have dynamite, rope, crowbar, martini glass, bottle, key, juju bag, matches, love bomb, ash to life, crypt key, a sign, rock and roll collector's plate, telescope, fishing pole, Jojo the monkey, wreath, pirate hat, ship's horn,
Just
feather
like the pen
pen
from Mom and Dad's wedding.
Like he said, cheese squigglies, vanilla envelope, 1/52 of a bottle of near grog, paper, crazy straw, temporary library card, organ, gorilla envelope, manila envelope, small key, clean white hanky, Captain Dread's map, shovel, 51 pieces of 8, wood polish, voodoo shopping list, and spit encrusted paper. Man! I would really appreciate if this game would clear useless shit out of your inventory. Bottle is great, but not in its current condition. This bottle.
It's empty and there's a cap on it.
It's empty and there's a cap on it. Trophy games were so good, I even like the Jason X one. I streamed all those. If I remember correctly, I streamed the entire Chizou mythos, which was a pretty interesting experience. The first one is fantastic, and the other ones go places. Jokes about Larry being a middle-aged loser are probably still funny, and there are a lot of those, but everything else would have aged badly. Yeah, pretty sure. I just wanted to go to space. So okay. First of all, if you've never played the Chizou mythos, and you like point and clicks and cosmic horror, heartily recommend you check out 5 Days a Stranger. It is genuinely good. It is really, really good. Kind of up to your own discretion whether you want to go past that. The second game in the series, 7 Days a Skeptic, is not great. It's fun, but narrative-wise, it's not super. The third game, Trilby's Notes, is good. I still don't think it's as good as the first game, but it does have the unique aspect of being text parser based, and pretty cleverly text parser based at that. It's got some genuinely really good puzzles in it. The final game, 6 Days of Sacrifice, I feel like it's kind of trying too hard. I feel like it's trying a little too hard to button things up neatly. And I mean, it ends in a cool place, but it's not a great game. So I would probably rank them 5 days, Trilby's, 6 days, 7 days. But if you're gonna play the whole series, you might as well. Creators of this game heard people complain other games how useful items got removed from your inventory and decided to go the other way. Yeah. Ever played one of the Frederick Pohl's Gateway games? I don't think so. Art of Stealth is neat. I don't remember if we ever fixed the fact that some of your interactions are RNG based, which really kind of ruined the game.
It's a disgusting bog.
Frankly.
It's got a cap on it. It's empty and there's a cap on it.
Did I seriously just smash that thing open?
I better be careful with this.
Okay, I did. I just smacked the shit out of that with a crowbar, because it's like, why the hell not? Found the upcoming Battlestar Galactica roguelike being done by the Crying Suns people, which is a really good game, so I'm optimistic. All everyone can say is it looks like a phone game. Okay, look. I smashed it with the crowbar. I can understand people being against phone games. Phone games carry a lot of baggage with them, mainly in their monetization scheme. I personally don't think a game appearing at, seeming to be a phone game, having similar aesthetics to a phone game, are necessarily a bad thing. There are phone games that I genuinely enjoy. Are they good games? Not necessarily. But I don't think, phone game is basically a genre unto itself. And I was kind of, okay, look. I was kind of radicalized back in the days of Dear Esther and the apparent backlash against walking simulators, that kind of radicalized me against, like, turning on specific genres or even aesthetics. Because I like walking simulators. I like Dear Esther, I like Gone Home, I like the games that they spawned in their wake, and I have nothing bad to say about walking simulators as a genre. Are there bad walking simulators? Oh, Jesus Christ, yes! There are god fucking awful walking simulators. But are they bad because they're walking simulators? No. No. There are genuinely good walking simulators out there. It is not the fault of the genre, it is the fault, as always, of shitty, lazy, shiftless developers. And that is true of basically any genre. So, when I hear somebody complaining about, oh, this looks like a phone game, my first inclination is, shut the fuck up. It's not bad because it looks like a phone game. It might be bad if it adopts other aspects of phone games, like their monetization scheme, but it is okay for games to look like phone games, because there are good phone games out there. Edith Finch was great. I don't want to watch it again. The specific scene, it makes me very uncomfortable. I agreed a long, long time ago that I would never stream Edith Finch. My understanding is it is something that my community, which is all of you, would not particularly enjoy watching. Really?
It's instant low sodium cracker mix. Just add water.
Really? Monument Valley is a fun game that redeems the whole genre. Yeah, Monument Valley is great. Monument Valley is super solid. I don't think I can say anything is Black and White bad or even Black and White not for me. It's always games that execute something I usually use on a way I love. I think of phone games, I think of old ones like Cut the Rope or Doodle God. I think that era of games is dead. No idea what phone games are like these days? Terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying. And like, just infested with ads. That's the thing that really kills a lot of them for me. I've played dozens of phone games. Like, there are times when I have just straight up too much time on my hands and I want to screw around and pick up a new phone game. I've tried so many phone games that as soon as they pop up an intrusive ad, I just like open palm slam uninstall. You think of Ethan Carter? I'm a big fan of Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I think that game is good. It is contentious. It is contentious, but I mean, frankly, what walking sim isn't? In a perfect world, Gone Home would be a paragon of the genre. It would be universally lauded, but people have very small views of the world, very uninformed sometimes, and cannot see the brilliance that lies just over the horizon. Says a genre, 2D platforms, I dodge like a plague, I'm so fucking terrible. I mean, that's something else entirely. You know, if you avoid a genre because you're bad at it or you're just not interested in it, that's fine. That is worlds away from saying, oh, this entire genre is dog shit. You know, I don't play sports games. I generally don't play sports games because I'm more or less not interested in, like, particularly grounded games, and sports games are based on sports that exist, and I'm not so into sports or the games based on them, so I don't play sports games. I don't think sports games are bad, and I will openly admit they're huge huge driver of the games industry as a whole, and we wouldn't be where we are today. Not that where we are today is a particularly good place to be in the games industry, but we wouldn't be where we are today without sports games. They're an extremely important thread in the overall fabric of gaming. I just don't like playing them. That's me, man. You don't like playing platformers, you don't like playing Souls-likes or flight sims or roguelikes or visual novels or whatever the fuck. That's fine. That's fine. But always remember, there is a huge gulf between I'm not a fan of this and this is bad. Don't be that guy. Don't be the bad guy who decries an entire genre or franchise or something just because you personally don't like it. Every once in a while you get a sports game that's really good. NBA Jam appealed to a lot of people who mostly don't like sports games. That's me in SSX. I fucking love the SSX games. I am not a sports gamer. I am not interested, like I just said, I'm not interested in particularly grounded gaming experiences, and I mean, that's part of why I like SSX. It's not terribly grounded, but oh my god, I love SSX so much. I love SSX and I love Burnout. I know those are kind of on the fringes of the sports genre, but I don't care. I love them.
It's a disgusting bog.
Want to share your opinions on Battle Royale? Go for it, man.
It looks a bit thick for swimming.
If you don't like it, that's fine.
It's dry.
Make it wet.
Yeah, I don't want any of this revolting sludge. I think that's a bit too much water. Well, only drink part of it.
He just keeps drinking. It's so funny. All right.
It's instant low sodium cracker mix. Just add water.
So I need water. Distill the pond water for water. Then that means I need to get the pond water into something. And the only container I'm holding right now is a martini glass.
Yeah, I don't want any of this revolting sludge.
Unless you can put in part
the
of
cap fell off when I broke it.
Yeah, okay. The only container I have is the martini glass. I love me some Ridge Racer, which is kind of sports. Racing games definitely fall under the umbrella of sports games. Yeah. Ocean water, maybe?
I want my granddaughter to marry a
Okay.
real man, a captain.
It's full of seawater.
Will that work?
And due east from the pond to the dinosaur.
This water is too salty to use with low sodium cracker mix.
No, that's not right. Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure?
That seems to have gotten most of the salt out of it.
Oh, that was easy.
It's a moonshine still. It's empty.
I want my granddaughter to marry a real man, a captain, not a washout like you.
Oh, I got crackers. Okay,
Due
cool.
east from the pond to the dinosaur.
Sweet. For me, I like sports games when they jumped in to be more live servicey. The appeal kind of died down for you. Yeah. I am not against live service games. There are live service games that I have enjoyed, at least for a time. I do believe it is very, 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 very hard to make a live service game that does not become
And due east from the pond
exploitive
to the
at some
dinosaur.
point. And that is an instant turnoff for me.
And north from the dinosaur to the pile of rocks.
North from the dinosaur at the pile of rocks.
Let's go over it again, so no one forgets where we buried the treasure.
That's a dolphin. Other than the game auto walks, Guybrush to the distillery before it picks up the seawater so you don't forget it's there. That's a good point, Ballerwork. That is a very good point. Alright, Bird comes back.
Gee, Captain Marley,
Bird
where
wants
should we
another
bury
cracker.
the treasure? I want my granddaughter to marry a real man, a captain. And due east from the rocks to the X.
An X?
I want my granddaughter to marry a real man, a captain.
Oh my god.
Oh, you meant this this treasure. Well, why didn't you say so? You could have come by the shortcut like I do.
Shortcut?
God damn it.
Due east from the pond to the dinosaur.
Herman!
Gee, Captain Marley, where should we bury the treasure?
I like that. I only enjoy gacha until I don't, and then pretty much never touch that particular game again. Yeah. Gacha games, they have to be an IP I'm interested in. Like right now I'm playing Star Wars and King of Fighters. And yeah, they're both bad. I mean, straight up, they're both bad games. But I love them because of the IPs they represent. I can't do... I've tried doing like, what is it, like Nike Goddess of Victory. I've tried doing Raid Shadow Legends. Can't do it. The generic hero collector games, there's nothing to hold me there. I need, even like my dumb Star Wars phone game is seriously like scraping the bottom of the barrel for characters at this point, and I'll still play it. Cause like, I might not actually know who they're talking about. Not a titty anime gacha kind of guy. I am though, is the thing. But I shouldn't even say this, but all the titty anime gachas got taken over by AI. Like, I tried one, it's got some stupid name, like, what is it? It just came out, like, Motto something? I saw an ad for it on YouTube, and I couldn't help myself. And it's, like, entirely AI generated, and it's just, it's, like, I wanna feel something when I play my titty anime gacha games, you know? Like, I want to know that somebody's heart and soul went into making those characters. Like, it was nothing. It was a hollow experience. I was so disappointed. I mean, with stuff like MiHoYo's gacha games, they're a bit too in-depth for phone games. Like, they're not bad. They're so in-depth and deep and complex, I don't feel like I can jump in it. Yeah, I tried Honkai Star Rail back when it came out, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, it's obviously a good game. Like, obviously a lot of thought and time and effort went into it, but like, I don't want to play I don't want to play something that involved on my phone. And I don't know how common a sentiment that is, but like, I literally want time wasters on my phone. My standards for phone games are in the garbage. I admit it. I'm part of the problem. I don't want good games on my phone. I want games that will waste my time. So, apologies to Hoyoverse. Like, I know they're out there doing God's work, and I just don't have the patience for it. Honkai Star Rail is a great game. I want to play it on console or computer, yeah. All right, well, I found an X, and I've been carrying around a shovel this entire game. Do it, man.
I've hit cement.
I'm sorry, cement?
There's a layer of cement at the bottom.
Well? Dynamite?
I don't think it'll do much good unless I light it first.
Guybrush, you fucking sure about this, man?
That's the last match.
Did Guybrush just kill himself?
That came from the direction of Dinky Island. That idiot must be messing with my grandfather's treasure. Ugh, I better get over there.
Oh! So you got Resident Evil Survivor unit then?
That must be the treasure of Big Whoop. I can't reach that from here. I can't reach that from here.
Guybrush, I swear to God.
That doesn't seem to work.
We're finally We are finally
I
wrapping
don't think that would be very sporting.
to the start of the game. Personal issue with the Hoyo stuff is they want me engaged with dailies and shit to get pulls. They're too involved for me to keep it that long term. I've been into lately is Dragon Quest X via fan translation. I say how fucking insane it is, and MMO as a fan translation update with all content. That is crazy, yeah. That is super crazy. Monkey, get this
I can't
for
reach
me.
that from here.
Buddy. Hang on, what else is going on here?
Shaky. Looks as shaky as the one I'm standing on. Shaky.
There's nothing.
I don't think I ought to do that.
Also, part of why OG Arknights works so well for me, enough of a video game to get me hooked happy to let me get away with just clicking a few things when I'm not that interested. Yeah, that's kind of what I need that, and I'm sorry, I need an IP I'm interested in. Like, it is absolutely essential. I don't think I have it in me to become attached to a new IP at this point.
I don't think it'll catch on there.
Oh.
They look sturdy, apart from being all bent up. There. I think that'll hold.
Oh, crowbar and rope. God, he's an idiot.
And you showed up about 3 days later.
3
Will you help me
days
now?
later?
Anything to shut you up. That has to have been the longest story I ever heard. Oh dear.
God, he's stupid. I love Guybrush. Oh. Oh, we're playing the video game. Smash up treasure chest. There's something else.
I can't see a thing. There are no more matches.
Guybrush? What are you... What was... Anything else in here? Wait, what? Like...
Ooh. Hello, Guybrush.
Hello, LeChuck.
You won't escape me this time.
I'm sorry, they have so much more character in the remake.
Oh? Why do you say that?
Even if you were to escape, I would always be able to find you again. We are bound to one another.
Like soup and salad, like life and limb, like dreadlocks.
Like soup and salad?
Not really.
No.
More like... brothers.
What?
Huh?
I am your brother.
What?
No. No. That's not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true. And I brought a little surprise for you.
Oh my god!
I don't suppose it's a LucasArts game.
No.
Oh shit.
Say, that wouldn't happen to be a voodoo doll, would it?
Why, yes, as a matter of fact, it is a voodoo doll, which I'll be using to torture you. And then send you screaming to another dimension, one of infinite pain. Observe.
Mama,
Oh my god!
That was
Oh,
exhilarating.
Jesus.
Let's have some more fun, shall we?
Oh my god!
Please, no more.
Okay, time to send you screaming to a dimension of infinite pain.
Oh, huh. Okay.
At last, I'm rid of that pesky little wimp Guybrush.
Hey, I'm alive.
Hey,
I thought I was
Hey?
a goner. Oops.
Oh god. Okay.
strange. There must be something wrong with my voodoo doll. It was supposed to send you to another dimension, not the next room. Huh, shoddy materials, I'll bet. Well, I guess I'll just try it again.
No, that's okay.
Okay, I see how this is gonna go down. So these are this is basically a time
jammed.
puzzle.
It's empty.
Like he's gonna be chasing me through all this, right?
Must be a pretty small railroad. It looks like it's been here a long time. I think it's more of those anchovies. I can't pick that up. It brings back painful memories. It's out of order. That won't do much. That won't do much. What a cheap-looking costume.
Seems like maybe I'm safe in here. I still got a shitload of items, but I feel like most of them are not really gonna be useful. First aid. Holy wow.
They're full of root beer. What? All of them?
Guybrush.
It's full of root beer. I don't want a whole box.
Guybrush!
That doesn't seem to work. It's full of root beer.
Open one!
They're full of dolls.
It's random when LeChuck arrives. Sometimes you got a minute, sometimes the game does give you 2 seconds.
It's a box of balloons. I don't want to carry a whole box.
Guybrush! Fuck.
Now you're gonna get it.
I know you're upset.
So he's gonna, okay, he's gonna teleport me around.
Boy, what a jip. What do
You
I
can't
want
say
with
that
a bunch
anymore,
of bits
Guybrush.
of broken treasure chest?
What did I get?
It says E on it.
It's an e-ticket! Somebody in chat explain what e-tickets are.
Nice.
Okay, so I have that.
Service elevator, 1,000 pound limit.
Do you remember those? I actually went to Disneyland after the whole ticket thing. Fuck
Hey,
off.
Guybrush.
Does seem like a dimension
It's
of infinite pain
voodoo
requiring the
time.
LeChuck to inflict it regularly.
Let's not be hasty. You sure you want to do this?
I actually got to use them. That's interesting. Ha!
It has that austere but functional look. Holy cow, these are my parents.
What?
It's my dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Jesus Christ.
This looks loose.
Really?
I've disturbed them enough.
You took your dad's skull?
Nice trash can. Oh, there's stuff in it. It's a pair of surgical gloves.
Okay.
Boy, does that look comfy. This is no time for playing doctor. I can't move it.
Okay, so I got... so far I picked up an e-ticket, the skull of my father,
Guybrush,
and a pair of
it's
surgical gloves.
Voodoo time.
Can't we talk this over?
Managed to get ahead. Oh my god, Endive alert! Jesus Christ! Done as a scam. I received a text saying I won $250 in cash or 2 tickets to an Elvis tribute tonight. It says press 1 for the money or 2.
It's full of root beer.
Okay, cool. Ah, LeChuck,
Hey,
fuck you.
Guybrush.
Open the box.
It's voodoo time.
Take it.
Hey,
Okay, I
there's
got
only
it.
one balloon in here.
Well, I got it.
Can't we talk this over? Let me explain.
Okay.
I love root beer. It's an attractive green color. I'd get everything all sticky. This is no time to be playing doctor. That doesn't seem to work.
No idea if I've gotten all the things I need, but
900 pounds. 900 pounds. It looks very big and heavy. It's nailed shut. It looks very big and heavy.
and I don't have my crowbar anymore.
I think it's a bit heavy for me. I don't see anything special about it.
Give me a sec, Manic. I'm still figuring everything out.
I think it's a bit heavy for me. Service elevator, 1,000 pound limit.
Okay.
It's already open. It's empty. There's nothing to pick up. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's jammed.
For 1 and 3, I did not care for this game at all. It's a little, it's a
looks
little
like it's been here a
obnoxious
long
the way
time.
it's set up.
It's an attractive green color.
Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It looks like it's been here a long time. It's nailed shut. It's out of order.
I don't think LeChuck comes in here. I didn't. That's right.
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket, and he's stealing all my change. His stare is blank and glassy, I suspect that he's deranged.
Can you do that with Silver Blue Loves too? I can. I don't know why, but.
Must be a pretty small railroad.
Hey,
Oh, he
Guybrush.
does come in here.
It's
Shit.
voodoo time.
It's voodoo time. Blah, 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 blah. Coin slot in the machine is a separate interactable. Okay. You're right.
It's a little lever.
God damn it!
It's a buffalo head.
What?
What a find! Now you're gonna get it.
Let bygones be bygones.
Okay. Okay.
you're gonna get it.
Jesus, he does not waste time.
Hasty.
Dead man walking now is to get that coin. Oh my
Hey,
god!
Guybrush.
Let bygones be bygones.
So this is what you're talking about. Sometimes you just... There's like literally nothing you can do when you enter the scene. It's completely and utterly random how much time you have. LeChuck has learned...
Hey,
Fuck off,
Guybrush.
man.
It's voodoo time.
There's a syringe in here.
And I got it.
It's empty.
Okay.
I know you're upset.
So it seems like once he shows up, you can still interact with stuff in the scene, but you can't leave it.
Better not. Yikes.
Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a Scab on a pirate.
That's really funny. The way you make use of that grog machine. Okay, so I need LeChuck to take the money, and then I gotta do something to him. Well, let's give it a try.
Hey, a Susan B. Anthony. What a find.
I'd get everything all sticky.
Now you're gonna get it.
Yeah, coin summons him, yeah.
No need for violence.
But there's something I need to do
You're
there.
upset.
I wonder if I can just wedgie him. I noticed that his underwear is interactable. Wedgie that ghost.
All right, a double eagle. Ah.
Do it!
Now you're gonna get it.
I have his underwear now. Would you freak? Oh, God.
I'd really rather not. I'd get everything all sticky. Better not. That doesn't seem to work.
What do I even do with this? Why do I have underwear? Video game? You need to put together the voodoo doll of LeChuck. There are 4 ingredients to go. Oh my god! That's why I kept the voodoo shopping list this entire
Something of the
game.
thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
So the underwear is probably the thread. Head, body, and dead.
Inspected by 27.
Whenever you're gonna get a voodoo doll check, I had it thought it would have been hint enough.
Alas, poor dad.
Huh.
Alas, poor dad.
Got pause skull. Says LeChuck is your brother. Thinking about it, in the original, it wouldn't pause while you're doing inventory stuff, right? I mean, I'm not sure it has here either. He could like just barge in at a moment. Okay. You sprinkle your dad's bone with ash to life. That's true, I do still have ash to life, don't I? He's not ashes, though, is the thing.
I don't think it was meant for that.
No.
Hey, Guybrush, it's voodoo time!
Hold on. Let me explain.
Item we've had for a long time now that is only now of use.
Now you're gonna get it.
The organ
I don't know how to
grinder.
play.
No, he's still doesn't play.
Let's not be hasty. When the tears come, shouldn't you be prepared? Stan's previously owned coffins.
Polish some Hollywood on stream. You can start by using something in your inventory to collect something from LeChuck's body. That's gross. That's really gross, and yet... Can I summon him again? Gotta slurp him. There's a couple possibilities here. Wow, he actually won't show up again after you wedgie him. From that, specifically. Not the safe for work version.
It's full of dolls.
Yeah, open that.
I'll just take one.
Okay, so now I have a doll.
Now you're gonna get it.
Not be hasty.
Yeah, let's not be hasty. Fuck off. Okay, so I guess I can start marking stuff off by adding it to the doll?
That doesn't seem to work.
Or not?
That's just a cheap little doll with no voodoo powers at all.
Certainly looks like him.
Nah, I have a thing about lice.
You don't actually summon the coin, he just shows up with it whenever? Oh.
Nice.
I've been in the dark enough for one day.
Nice.
I can't get up there. I can't get up there.
Sucking the blood out of
Hey,
LeChuck with a
Guybrush,
string.
it's
with a syringe.
voodoo time.
You can suggest whatever you want. I don't know that
Let me
necessarily
explain.
gonna work.
Let's bury the hatchet.
Holy shit, LeChuck!
Gotcha.
Let's discuss this like rational adults.
I don't know if I can distract him again with the coin. The coin might have been solely to get the
Gotcha.
underwear.
Let's not be hasty.
Oh, it's give
Like
hypodermic.
rational adults.
So that's not gonna work. Also,
Aha.
There's no need for violence.
I don't think this works anymore. I think the coin was specifically to get the underwear. No, I totally see why you just like this. It's interesting. It's interesting that Curse's endgame is very similar to this, but like ever so slightly more streamlined. So it's not quite this frustrating. I still don't love the end game of Curse, but it's, yeah. It is a bit better than this.
It says E on it. That doesn't seem to work.
I don't know why I have this even. Oh, you can actually take the coin. Oh, that's a piece of 8, isn't it? 51 pieces of 8 and 3 dimes.
I'm rich.
That's funny. Once you understand making a voodoo doll, the puzzles are fine. Just the boo you're being teleporting at part is annoying. And I mean, like, it is annoying. Like, I don't think you can really discount how annoying that is. Like, I want to do a thing, and this asshole is like teleporting me all over the place. Give the hanky to LeChuck. Thanks, game.
Hey, Guybrush, it's voodoo time!
Let the record show that I did want to do that earlier, but the nature of this segment doesn't make it very easy to do.
Now you're gonna get it.
Here, try this. Now, isn't that better? Let's discuss it like rational adults.
Aha!
Wow.
Gotcha!
You're only missing one more ingredient, Sam, to lose this body to be able to make that. You can find a way to get a sample of LeChuck's beard to collect the sample of his body. What? Seriously? I gotta be honest with you, I never would have figured that out. Ever. Ever.
Aha! Gotcha!
There's no need for violence.
That's a weird one because it's timed and quite precise. Fuck.
Hey, Guybrush, it's voodoo time! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And like the elevator works if you do that. Like I thought there was a whole puzzle with this like to get this crate off of here, but apparently if you just happen to pull the lever when LeChuck's face is in it, it actually operates.
This is hauntingly familiar.
No way. What? That is nonsense. That is such nonsense, I'm gonna go make a third drink so I can help comprehend the rest of this game. I'll be right back, chat. teleported anymore. I realized I didn't stop to check and see if that would be a possibility, but we're safe. You can only use the elevator after you have those 3 balloons so you're light enough. That's why it didn't work earlier. Oh, Sign on, cheers stream again. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. Oh, your new Racer Overlords, is it? Well, think again. Move Guybrush so your head is above his body. I'm Guydus Threepwood, mighty pirate. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. All right, anyway, where are we at now? Can I actually use these?
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay, so we gotta do something to prep this whole thingy thing.
The warning tape says closed for construction.
I wish I'd go brush
That would be
ponytail.
unlawful.
I do, actually. I had it in college. I had long hair in college. You can believe that.
Ooh, a circus. I love a circus.
So wait, there's actually nowhere to go, huh? I actually have to go back down there.
The street is closed off.
Remember Mojo made Largo's voodoo doll? Nope. This is from the first game? It is from the first game. Yeah, actually it is, yeah. Yeah, my inventory is as swollen with junk as ever.
Aha! Gotcha!
Let's just ponder. Time to put it together. Oh, you throw it all in the bag?
International House of Mojo. Well, that's 1 ingredient. That's 2 ingredients. That's 3 ingredients.
Oh, the hanky. The hanky's way up here.
Now all I need is a doll. Okay, brother, watch out, because I've got my own doll now.
Nice.
It's positively pulsing with voodoo energy.
Absolutely masculine statement.
Now you're gonna get it.
Can't we talk this over?
No, don't give it to him. God damn it. I guess I'll stab it with the screens or something.
Hey, Guybrush, it's voodoo time. Ow,
You're right,
that's
it is.
pretty good, Guybrush, but not good enough to stop me.
It's enough to distract him.
Better not.
Why not, though?
I love root beer. Instructions. 1. Light fuse. 2. Throw at target. 3. Get ready for love.
You say so, game.
That doesn't seem to work.
Wally's freaked too. You should find a way to light up the room? What? save? Okay. I can save. What percentage am I at? 98%? Wow! This is the final puzzle? Certainly what it sounds like. Check carefully around the room for a light switch.
Hey? Oh, it's you. What, that again? Oh, look at me quaking in me booties. I laugh at you and your puny voodoo tinkerings. Nah, what are you gonna do now? You don't scare me.
I wonder what would happen if I tore the leg off this thing.
Ow!
Oh my god! Oh my Jesus! What the fuck? Even Guybrush is like, oh my god!
Guybrush,
What?
come over here.
No way. I'm not that stupid.
But I want you to take my mask off. See the true face of your brother.
No chance. It just ripped my lungs out when I get close.
No, I promise. Please, come take off the mask.
Leg or no leg, I trust you about as far as I can throw Manhattan.
I tell you, I'm dying here. Take the mask off.
Forget it. I'm not coming over there.
You've got to see my true face.
Guybrush, you idiot!
Oh, all right. I'm coming over.
Gently now. Remove my mask.
What?
Oh my God, you're my creepy brother Chucky.
What? Did you think I was kidding before?
Why have you been chasing me all over the place?
Our mother told me to hunt you down.
When our mother told you to hunt me down, did she actually mention killing me, or was that your idea?
Look, Guybrush, could you help me out? Stick the leg back on the doll, okay?
Will you promise not to hold me down and spit on me anymore?
All right, I promise. Anything, just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids! You're not supposed to be in here.
What?
Ah, so there you are.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
We're scolding you for running off. Your mother and I were very concerned.
Thank you for hunting down your brother like we asked, Chucky dear.
You boys didn't get in any trouble now, did you?
No, sir.
Good.
I wish you wouldn't run off like that, young man. We were worried sick. You don't know what kinds of murderers and ne'er-do-wells might be hanging around a place like this.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate. I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Of course, dear. But please be careful.
Well, come on then. Let's go ride the madly rotating Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They recontextualize this in Curse. And this all makes so much more sense now. Because Curse is a really weird fucking game if you haven't played the first two. It's great, but it's so weird. And now I get it. After all these years, I finally get it. This is awesome. It's not awesome to you because it makes no fucking sense, but it will. It will. It will. Yeah. Wow, though. Like, oh my god. What a huge fuck you to the people of the time. Love Bomb got 0 use. What the fuck? Dude, your inventory was full of red herrings in this game. Like, I don't love that. I don't think that's good adventure game design, frankly.
I wonder what's keeping Guybrush. Oh, I hope LeChuck hasn't cast some horrible spell over him or anything.
A curse, perhaps? No, it's okay. This is... Remember I asked you to save, I want you to go back and look at your inventory and see how much shit has no use at all. Yes, we will do that. We will do that. I'm glad you suggested that, Manic. Cause yeah, we need to talk about that. If I was a proper YouTuber, it would be me making this face in the thumbnail. We need to talk about Monkey Island 2's inventory. Love the jazzy ensemble though. These games have great soundtracks. Like they are so good. This is exactly what you signed up for. The explicit appeal of LucasArts games is a funhouse I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Wait, that word, simulacrum. What are the ratios of items used to red herrings? I mean, that's a little like, we would have had to have been tracking it through the game because you don't keep everything. Like we did, yeah, there's no easy way to tell without marking each item as you get it and as you use it. Also explains a lot about the Blade Star Wars references both kids are fans. Yeah. Simulacrum, yeah. Yeah, this is one of those crazy sequels where it's really not going to make sense unless you played the first one. And it still doesn't make sense until you play the third one. Like, it really doesn't stand on its own. And I mean, look, Curse doesn't either. Which is kind of wild when you think about it, honestly. Like, it's a series that really was meant to be played in order. Like, I think more so than, like, any other game series I've ever played. Like, 2 is... And it's weird, too, because 2 is kind of dependent on playing 1 first, but, like... incredibly dependent on playing 3 to clarify what the fuck just happened. And I guess they were like, I don't know, do you think they were... No. I don't think they were actually planning on 3 at this point. I think that they were just being super silly at the end of the game. Like, I think that's Monkey Island. I think Monkey Island... at its very core, like, just doesn't take itself seriously at all, and they thought that would be, like, a fun mindfuck end to the game. And we live here in the future, so we know that it isn't. But fortunately, it was clarified by Curse. Yeah, exactly. Like, the end of the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah. Like, the end of that movie is such a big fuck you to the audience, but it's okay, because at that point, you should basically be expecting it. Like, you get jerked around so much in that movie, and absolutely nothing is taken seriously, so by the time you get to the end of Holy Grail, and they pull that bullshit, it's like, okay, that's cool. That's fine. I don't think it works quite as well in video games because of the actual effort involved in completing a video game. And again, this is another one of these we live in the future kinds of things. We know how many people actually finish games. It's a shockingly small percentage of the people who play them. So I think expectations are a little bit different than what LucasArts was working with when they put this together. How many years later do they hold this cliffhanger until the next game? I don't know, actually. If somebody... I don't want to alt-tab away from this because I've already, you know, tempted fate enough times tonight. But yeah, if somebody wants to mention the release dates of Monkey Island 2 and Curse, it'd be very much appreciated. I think they made Secret Monkey Island not knowing if it would be successful, and that's why it could be easily stood on its own once it was a hit. I think they decided to make 2 and 3. I'm not convinced. My personal opinion is that 2 was like, okay, the first one was a success. Let's just throw another one out there and let's just get like really, really silly with it. Because 2 very much feels like everything in one push to excess. And it seems appropriate for the time. Oh my god. They had a voice actor named Wally, and he didn't voice Wally. How do you do that? How do you get away with that bullshit? Wow, Phil Lamar was Captain Dread. And Woody the Woodsman. Oh my god, I should have gotten it from Governor Fat's Guard. That's just like straight up his voice. I'm so dumb. I'm watching the intro right now of Curse. Monkey Island 2 was 1991, Curse was 1997. Damn. I agree they probably didn't plan on part 3. I genuinely believe this is the secret of Monkey Island, the childhood dream of eternal carnival with your parents having fun forever, just that your evil brother is looming behind you. From what I know, this was kind of meant to be the secret of Monkey Island, the hook for the sequel if they decided to do one. Unfortunately, they did. And fortunately, it gave a much clearer context for that ending and the actual secret of Monkey Island. So we'll do Curse very soon, Chad. We're getting... I tell you what. We'll do... I really want to do Star Providence. I don't want to wait any longer to do it. We'll do it next week. After Star Providence, we'll do Curse. Because I do not want too much time to pass before we jump into it after that ending. I did not realize... I was waiting the entire game for this. Because Curse has a really weird opening. And like, one of the big reasons I wanted to play this game is I wanted to know how they got there. And I kind of get it now. Still whistling his tune along with the game. I'll never get this out of my head. I get it. I get it. Werewolf movie Black has a bunch of townspeople playing themselves with their IRL names except for one guy. I have no idea why. Is this the secret of Monkey Island? No. No. Curse will clarify a lot of things. Curse will clear up a whole bunch of stuff for you. And now that I've seen this, now that I've actually finished LeChuck's Revenge, this is a really solid trilogy. Like, the first game stands on its own fine. The second game is ambitious, it's wild, it's a lot of things in excess. I do think it's the weakest of the 3 games. I apologize, Bulwark. That's just personal preference of mine. Informed heavily by the fact that I grew up with Curse. But now I see that Curse, like, ties up a lot of this. Ties up and ties together a whole bunch of stuff. So, if anything, I appreciate Curse so much more after finishing this game. Fun fact I learned recently, some Argentine boomer newspaper once found the grog recipe from this series. Didn't know it was from Monkey Island. Published a big article about how teens are learning how to make alcoholic drinks like grog. Grog XD. I also want to clarify, I don't think this game is bad. I think it's very ambitious, and I'm willing to forgive a lot for ambition. Like, they took Secret and they expanded in all directions, and I respect that. It didn't work out, at least for me. And you'll see in Curse how they kind of like pulled it back. Oh, hello. Post credits what? Turns out the name of the treasure is the One Curse. You finished Escape? You sat down and learned monkey combat so you could finish Escape? I'm not sure I have that in me. We'll try, but I am not promising a goddamn thing when it comes to Escape. iMuse, though, is still the most ambitious bit of dynamic sound technology you've ever seen. It's generally that alone deserves so much praise for its insanity. The post-credits aren't in this? What are bonus features? What's bonus features? The Art of Monkey Island, developer commentary, that's it. So I unlocked a whole bunch of art. Might as well go through this stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, click on the image for full screen. You said click on the image. Oh, click on the small image for the full screen. There we go. So this is concept for Scab Island. Nice. I like the Scab Island map, it's cute. Called it for me being alcohol in cart. Oh, wow. It's funny that they had the concept for a lane, and of course had to like crunch her down to pixels. When we get to Curse, they were finally able to do her justice. I gotta like, the character designs from Curse are basically like the canon character designs for me. Like that's how I know the characters. In the original, the game throws text at you like, hey, you finished Monkey Island 2, now go out and do something with your time, like mowing your lawn and talk to a stranger, bake some donuts, and the suggestions keep coming and coming. There must be 100 of them. Oh, it sucks that they cut that out. That would have been great. Great way to kill like 20 minutes. Just going through all of those. Oh, Jesus. I'm surprised, like, Largo's concept art is absolutely grotesque, and they still didn't quite get there, even in the remake. Yeah. He looks like a real piece of shit here. LeChuck looks very different in Curse compared to Secret and Revenge. He flips back and forth, remember? Like, LeChuck... I don't think there's any explanation for it. But, like, LeChuck has, like, a transformation in Curse where he goes from his, like, traditional, like, green zombie look to the new look. I like the how does he look with a bandana? Nope, never mind, that sucks era. Nice, that looks good. Okay, here we go. So this is, I think this is what the remake creators were working off of, because this looks dead on. It looks like a punk in the sprite art and a nightmare with more detail, yeah. And here he looks like a proper like Disney villain, which I think is where they ended up. I think there's an explanation it's voodoo related. There might be, yeah. Again, Curse was a long time ago for me. And I've only ever beaten it once, so like, as much as I love Curse, there's gonna be a lot to refresh on. Yeah, this is a really good art. Oh wow. Man, what could have been? I can see how a lot of this informed the art direction in Curse. Like, they had some fantastic artists working for them, and like the sprite art, I mean, look, it's great sprite art, and I'm a huge fan of sprite art. I will never impugn sprite art, but I'm sorry, it couldn't do this justice. It really couldn't. But they finally get there in Curse. And the Curse art style is different. The Curse art style is quite different from this. I don't think this would have been bad. Like, I think this would have been solid, but man, like, ugh. Curse's art style is so good, man. Like, it is Monkey Island for me. It really, really is. Yeah, I love that he's trying to grow in the beard here. It's so funny. You apologized earlier for liking Curse more than this one. I get it. I played this game more than 30 years ago. Watching you go through it made me aware of the issues of the game, in which had plastered over by decades of nostalgia, knowing the game by heart. This is among the best adventures. No, dude, that's gonna be me when I play Curse. Like, seriously, I have not played Curse since I was a kid. So, like, I love Curse. Curse is my favorite Monkey Island, and honestly, probably my favorite point-and-click adventure game ever. But I'm gonna be real with y'all when we go through it about its flaws, because it got flaws. Curse, I was aware of them at the time. Like, Curse has its own issues, so I'm gonna be right there where you are now, Balloward. Believe me, none of these games are perfect. This is modern day art. Oh, fuck, I didn't even notice that. Way down here in the corner, yeah, it says 09. So, yeah. And yes, we'll play Mega Monkey mode. I need y'all. I have to take y'all through the gold tooth puzzle in Mega Monkey mode. I need y'all to understand the agony of child me trying to figure that shit out. Oh my god, that was days, possibly weeks of just trial and error trying to suss that one out. Good evening, Vessi. Yes, I did it. I defeated my demon brother, LeChuck. Not for the puzzles and gameplay, as for the original graphics, the music, and above all, the writing. All the characters in the game, their bullshit and their stories are memorable. No, it's great. Like, I have a newfound appreciation for this game. You know, I've tried to play it before on my own and I couldn't do it. It was too daunting. And I mean, I get why. It's so ambitious. It's such a wide open puzzle game, and like I keep saying, they took everything from Monkey Island 1 and they took it to the point of excess. And that's very ambitious, but it doesn't work for everybody. And like, it's a tough game to get through. Like, so many, and we're gonna reload that save and go through all the shit I have in my inventory and talk about it. But your inventory ends up so bloated in this, and there's so many locations and so many item combinations and interaction combinations and stuff. It's just a really daunting game in its full scope. You know, when you're moving between Scab and Booty and Fat Islands, like, there's just so much to keep up with. And I think it's a little too big. I think it's too big for what they're trying to do. And Curse handles it better. Like, I think they learned from this game, and they learned to, like, pare down Curse. Curse is still tough, especially in Mega Monkey mode. Like, the puzzles in Curse are insane, and they're only tempered by the fact that you don't have to, like, travel between 3 different islands to figure them out. But yeah, we'll talk about all that when we get to the next game. I think the gold tooth puzzle actually isn't that absurd as an adult. I'll be really interested to revisit it. Like, I don't remember the solution entirely, but I've got the right notions for it, so I'll be interested to see if the logic makes more sense as an adult. I also feel like as a kid playing a game on my own time, the scale would be a huge drop. Look, again, you gotta remember, I'm coming to this series from Curse, and that's not fair. Curse, they had 2 previous games to build off of and learn from their mistakes, and they very obviously did. Like, if I had come to this series from the start, if I had played Secret and then moved on to this, I'm pretty sure I would have seen this as more or less an upgrade overall. It's bigger, it's funnier, there's more stuff to do. There's like the story has a grander scope to it. I'm falling apart here, chat. Bear with me. So I think a big part of my opinion on this game comes from the unique perspective of having played Curse first, and then played Secret, and then played this game third. It doesn't really allow for a very even-handed estimation of its qualities, because, you know, I didn't actually play it as the middle game, you know? I played Escape before I played this game. I mean, that's no knock against this game. If anything, it makes it look better by comparison, but still. I played Monkey Island 1 before, and this felt much bigger, more expansive. Graphics and music gotten better, and the crim is so much fun writing. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a product of circumstance, very, very much so. Part of why I still love Wind Waker. When I was a kid, that game was so huge and adventurous, and I still kind of love it. Yeah. I mean, that is a big component of why I like the classic Final Fantasies so much over the more modern one. Like, going all the way back to Final Fantasy 1, that game feels huge to me because I played it as a kid. Because that was literally my first Final Fantasy, and it felt huge to me. And now, as an adult, you know, objectively, I know it's a very small game in the grand scope of JRPGs, but it doesn't matter. Because it left that impression on me as a child, and that stays with me for my entire life, you know? I am going to have deference towards the original Final Fantasy for the rest of my life, which I don't expect other people to have, because it's a very unique experience for me. Why does Guybrush in this art make me think of David Spade? The shitty attempt at a beard, probably. Basically Joe Dirt is a pirate. I almost feel like that's kind of the concept for Guybrush in Monkey Island 2, which is perfect. Coming off of Monkey Island 1, that's the perfect approach for him. But yeah. This is some real good art direction for him. I like it. He's only 19 here. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. Final Fantasy 1, it also has a surprisingly masterful grasp for the time of exploration. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Final Fantasy 1 does an incredible job of keeping the player corralled. Like, compare it to Dragon Quest 1, where the player is basically only corralled by the difficulty level of the opponents, whereas, like, Final Fantasy 1 has a very clear progression in terms of opening up the world. Beat Garland, you get the bridge to the mainland. Beat the pirates, you get the pirate ship on an inland sea. And you get the run of the inland sea. Alright, I am fucking turning auto mod off. I've about had it with this. And then once you Escape the inland sea, then you have access to any part of the world that has ports. But the northern part of the world doesn't have ports, so you need a new form of transportation. It's really well done. It's really, really well done. Like, even Dragon Quest II doesn't manage that degree of intelligent progression, you know? You're once again corralled by the level of enemies, but there's basically before you get the ship and after you get the ship. It took till Dragon Quest 3 to ravel that. Yes, I do know that there's both multiple forms of travel in Dragon Quest 3, and also you as a player have an actual impact on the world map itself. So yeah. But yeah, let's give some credit to the original Final Fantasy for having like really, really intelligent progression to it. Also gives a constant sense of excitement. I can go here now. Yeah. Arcane. Nostalgia blew you away. Yeah, I must apologize for auto mod. I don't know. Let's give it up to Final Fantasy for nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. This shit looks so good. In another life, chat, I would have been a concept artist. I think I would have really enjoyed that. Oh, look, it's Wally! These down here, I think, like, yeah. I think this is the in-between, between the remake and Curse. What's weird is that, as far as I know, you didn't change any settings about auto mods. Yeah, no, it totally just flipped the shit for no reason. I'm guessing that Twitch updated it and updated the default setting for it. Give it up Final Fantasy 2 for copying ideas from Ultima 5, but doing them worse. Hate that first drawing. I mean, like, it's all part of the progression, you know? I'd say of all of these, the first one is probably the closest to the original sprite art. So it makes sense that they start there and then progress. They really need the beady eyes for Wally. They really, really needed him to be beady. I mean, that's just... When you get to Curse, we'll see. I did concept art for game prototype we developed at university back in the day. It was so much fun. Yeah. Mod bear is down. Chat may commence your attack run. Nerd. Bottom right says Wally to you. Yeah. I mean, it seems like this is what they kind of end up on. Bit of a fuller face, but keeping the beady eyes from these, so. Yeah, spoiler alert, Wally's in Curse. And again, that's basically canon Wally for me. No pun intended. Chad, I'm sorry, I don't fucking remember who this is. Who is this? No comment, he's already in his ideal form. Chad, who was this? No, this isn't the man of, this is one of the men of low moral fiber. Cause he never got up and walked around and he had a hat. Innkeeper? Oh, is this the innkeeper? Oh, I think it is. I think you're right. I do remember the impressive mustache. I think you're right. And they would have needed his walking animation when he goes out chasing his pet alligator. Yeah. I think you nailed it, Manic. I think you got it. Damn. Could have given him a little bit more to do. Oh, wow, what? I can't imagine the International House of Voodoo not being in a swamp. That's weird. Not in this game, anyway. The other thing I'll give to Final Fantasy 1 is replayability from the class system, because again, Dragon Quest wouldn't do anything like that until 3. Yeah! Yeah, it wasn't until 3 that you could kind of assemble your own party, yeah? Love her architectural skills. It's impressive, isn't it? Spoilers for the first 5 minutes of Curse talking to Wally in the beginning of Monkey Island 3 is what keeps me from replaying that game. The Wally conversation feels like an hour long and a poor start to the game. Voodoo Lady. Boy, they really went a number of different directions with the Voodoo Lady, huh? These wide ones feel like Ursula. Oh yeah, that's totally Simpsons, yeah. Like the middle one the most. I feel like the middle one might be the most appropriate, honestly. I think the remake kind of went with version 6 here. Res is great, starting the game with an endless conversation. True, the poor choice. What I want to do over 1 and 2 is a bit too complex, and they couldn't find a way out. Way to do a full 4-party member without awful sprite flicker. Yeah. And I think in retrospect, like having the smaller scale for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 isn't a bad thing at all. You know? Scab Island Cemetery looks great. I really like this one. This was Dread's house, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it says it down here, Dread. Oh, all lit up. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that definitely helps. Makes you feel a bit homier. LeChuck! The Dread Pirate LeChuck. Is he a ghost or is he a zombie? I'm not sure they ever really settled this. Telling Dragon Quest 4's first tutorial chapters, tutorialization by replicating 1's 2 structures. Dude, I love seeing traditional art too. Yeah, it's very inspiring. Yeah, he's kind of both, isn't he? He's definitely more ghost in the first one. He feels like more zombie in this one. And then in Curse, he kind of fluxes back and forth. So one night in chapter 1, 3-member party of fighter, priest, and mage in chapter 2, yeah. Oh, I can't wait till we get to Curse. I really like LeChuck's design in Curse. Kind of focus hard on bringing it back to a body in 2. That's something. That's a good point. Yeah, that is a very good point. Yeah, like a big portion of the plot here is returning LeChuck to his corporeal form, which, yeah, focus more on the zombie aspect. I definitely prefer Remake 2's art direction over Remake 1, but I will give it to Remake 1. The ghost effects were really cool. I thought they did a really good job with those. The traditional artist is so powerful I would die without the Control Z combo. I will say, is it just me or does 2 have way more cynical sense of humor than the others? I don't know about that, honestly. I don't know about cynical necessarily. I think maybe it's meant to be a bit darker. And I mean, like, not really, like, dark, but, like, Guybrush kind of puffed up from his victory and yet on the back foot because of LeChuck's return. Yeah, a little more gallows humor, yeah. Thing I was whining about before about the prank focus. No, I get that now. I definitely get that now. And that's very true. This game likes to screw with the player more than the first did. I think Mr. Rogers' hut in the butt slide is an excellent example of that. That and the fucking puzzle to get the winning the winning number for the wheel. That one's just straight mean. Broad joke with Largo. Guybrush seems a bit more dickish than when trapping Stan and Kaufman. Guybrush does seem a bit more dickish in this one, yeah. I think he's more like in the first game, he's more hapless and like he kind of lucks into being a hero, whereas in this one again, he's puffed up on his previous victory, and circumstances kind of require you to do whatever it takes, which in some cases is pretty shitty, honestly. Definitely a lot more sure of himself after he kills LeChuck, yeah. For better and for worse, yeah. Definitely a tonal shift. Voodoo Lady's comment about Guybrush feeling the pressure constantly would live up to the expectation, keep one-upping himself. Is your canon interpreted? No, I think that's a good one. And I think that definitely fits. Guybrush feels like he's maybe trying a bit too hard in this one. And that's not like, that's not a criticism of the game. I think it's some legit interesting character development where it seems almost clear that he's trying to one-up himself from the previous game. He had to learn how to insult people properly in the first one, yeah. Yeah, Guybrush seems all at once more competent in this one, but also like trying too hard to be. Plus there's everything that went down between him and Elaine. Outstanding, so. As German, I hate the Control-Z combo. Thanks, Quartz Layout, for giving me hand cramps. Ooh, yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? That would definitely suck. Boy, I have to apologize. I kind of blew through Chapter 3 in this game. I shot through it so fast, I feel a little guilty. Like, we just whirlwinded through LeChuck's Fortress. I think I get, too, as a lot of other people taking credit for giving LeChuck, so maybe he feels like he wasn't good enough to get the recognition he wants, so he keeps trying to do more. That's a good interpretation. I like that. Taking credit for killing LeChuck, yeah. I mean, like, think about it from Guybrush's perspective. And again, this is Monkey Island. We don't have to take it super seriously or at face value, but if you want to read into the character, people have always been selling Guybrush short. You know, people always assume he's a poser, he's a nitwit, he's a wimp, like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a child playing at adult trappings, and he proves himself in the first game. He does. It makes total sense in the first game, because yeah, he goes around wanting to be a mighty pirate, and he's not yet. And by the end of the game, he's proven himself. In this game, he still has to prove himself. He's already proven himself, and yet people are not giving him credit for his accomplishments. Plus, on top of that, whatever went down with Elaine. Like, that's gotta weigh on him, right? So it makes sense that he's gonna be kind of overcompensating in this game. And that's gonna lead him to be more of a dick than he would be normally. I think it all makes perfect sense in terms of character development. Would have liked a little more background on what happened between him and Elaine. Yeah, I kind of chalk that up to just the goofy nature of these games. Like, again, nothing can really be taken seriously in these. As much as we might want to analyze them and find connective tissue that makes sense of the whole. Like, I think in this one, they were just satisfied. It's kind of like in the Austin Powers movies, where, like, you know, the first Austin Powers movie is like a genuinely solid film and has something to say about, you know, people losing touch with their culture and like finding themselves like out of time and having to readjust. And, you know, there's an actual relationship that builds with the love interest, and then in the second movie, just because it's all goofy bullshit, they're like, oh yeah, she was a fembot. I think that's very much what happens here. Like, they thought it would be funny to have Guybrush and Elaine at odds again, so they were just like, things didn't work out. So, again, another thing that is helpfully not really recontextualized by Curse, but kind of course corrected, really. Yeah, Austin, I urge you not to think too hard, enjoy yourself. That goes for you all, too. Pink Panther also had that kind of progression. Same thing happened to Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, I think it's a product of the times and the nature of comedic point-and-click adventures, you know? I think LucasArts, and I think this was the right direction for the series, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of series from this era and now go wrong by taking themselves too seriously. I think there's a propensity for series to naturally take themselves too seriously. I'm gonna cite Rick and Morty here. Those of you that have actually like kept up with multiple seasons of Rick and Morty, you'll know what I'm talking about, where the jokes about spurning continuity early on, they kind of went back on all of that, and Rick and Morty is very much like a continuity fueled series now. I think they made it work. I like this is a topic for a whole other stream, frankly. But I think that's the rare case of a series taking itself more seriously, and benefiting from it. I think in general, like, comedic franchises and properties taking themselves more seriously and getting more and more tied up in their lore and their continuity doesn't really help them. And I sometimes pine for these older days where, like, you'll get random shit like the end of this game. Like, can you honestly tell me the last time a game ended like Monkey Island 2? The last time developers actually had the balls to pull something like that? And I mean, not just like a super shitty out of nowhere ending like Clive Barker's Jericho or something. Like, they consciously decided, okay, we're gonna go completely out of left field for comedic value. Like, this shit just doesn't happen anymore. Like, I think media, the whole media landscape has changed a lot over the decades, and now I think there's an expectation that even with your like zaniest comedies, there's some kind of like deep lore and continuity to it. And I think Monkey Island blessedly existed in a time before that where they could do crazy bullshit like the end of this game and then pull it back if they felt like it in the third game, which they did. But it's something of a lost art, if you ask me. I think we've lost something. I don't think creators really feel comfortable pulling things like this anymore, and you know, there may be a very good reason for that. I don't know that it would necessarily be successful. I don't know if it was successful then. Offhand, I don't know what the reception of this game was necessarily. Good enough to rate a sequel, at least. But yeah, I don't know how people felt about the conclusion of this game at the time, so I don't even know if it was a good idea then, but it's certainly not something that happens now. Harmon's writing's always dipped a bit towards that kind of thing, though. Okay, that's an important bit of context then. Overthinking games is how I enjoy myself. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. Look, I'm an English major. I'm an English major working for a dying grocery store, okay? I've got to get some kind of mileage out of this, and I'm gonna do it by analyzing the fuck out of the games that I play, okay? I am going to pick apart every piece of media because it's fun and it's more interesting that way. I am going to seek out meaning that may have never even existed there, but which can, because fuck you, death of the author. I always thought it would be more serious and a little darker. It was meant to be a piss take of Empire Strikes Back. I kind of had that thought in the back of my mind, especially with, you know, the literal send-up of the climax of Empire Strikes Back. So maybe there's a bit more going on there, this being LucasArts and all. I know I mentioned Dragon Quest a lot. Series also kind of went down that progression. Ah, shit. Hang on. 1 to 3, despite the goofy art style, play the actual storyline's pretty straight. Later games include a lot of goofier scenarios. That's interesting. That kind of goes backwards, that it gets goofier as it goes on. Happens when the developers discover they're completely out of money and dev time and just shit. Speaking of bonkers, try Wet Dreams Don't Drop. Yeah, speaking of Rick and Morty, taking himself more seriously definitely helped South Park. Not a series banging on continuity. The first 2 seasons way back were a little more in the scatological, gross-out humor. It took them a few seasons to find their tone. It made the whole thing so much better. It can definitely benefit series. Yeah. Rick and Morty is certainly not an isolated case. Like, you're right. You're right. Certain series do benefit from it. But I think other ones... can lose track of what made them successful when they do that. I always analyze media through death of the grocery store. Personally, I was slightly pissed by this ending with no context that there's a sequel. I was playing this back in the day without the reassurance I may have solved. I get that. Yeah, I get that. It is a left field ending, and yeah, unless you're willing to take the whole game as just a giant joke, yeah, that's a bit of a rough one. Deep thought for you find the reverse feature of South Park. Between LeChuck's eyes flashing and Lane's line at the end, I assume that we're actually just kids in an amusement park with some kind of curse LeChuck put on guy. Yeah. I don't think 1 in 3 would have done a world-building joke where the setting was God spent time amongst humanity, and most of what they achieved was him getting stuck in a cave for several years and turning into a parody of Ned Flanders. Clarify that I like this, I'm pumped to see how it goes, and you should be, yeah. Fortunately, we live in the future. It's a shitty future, but we live here in the future where we have Curse of Monkey Island, and we know that all of this gets further contextualized to its benefit. It's an interesting take on LeChuck. Bit scurry. God damn, this guy like appears in like 1 or 2 cutscenes while you're knocking around in chapter 2, right? This is the voodoo priest who helps bring LeChuck back to life. So only prepared for 1 scene. It gives about 20 seconds of screen time. I mean, this is the cool shit about being like, look at this. Just look at the teeth. Like, they started out pulling straight from the original art. Then they started getting creative with it. Give it some like cartoony rounded teeth. Define them a bit clearer. Make him like real, like sketchy and strung out. Pull back again to like the original. Just go fucking off reservation here with like Fluke Man mouth. I kind of wish I had become a concept artist, chat. I might still be more or less unemployed, but it would have been really cool to work on shit like this. It's true, I still can. It's true. Really great Greg where he goes back to his throne, tries to do a godly speech pattern thing, then he goes off screwed and talks like Ned Flanders again while his servants look absolutely horrified. Kind of Toriyama had influenced over the plots of a few later games. Some of the jokes are very Dr. Slump and early Dragon Ball photo. They might have. Or even if it wasn't Toriyama directly, maybe the producers or directors of Dragon Quest were like, you know, maybe we take a little bit more inspiration here. That's true. It's something I could work on. It is true. You're not wrong, Chad. Yeah, LeChuck's Fortress is really cool looking. It's kind of a shame we didn't spend more time there. Really cool looking, honestly. This is Dread ship interior. Pretty solid. Whoa, when was there a bridge on Fat Island? So the date on this is 92. Does that make sense? I thought you all said this came out in 91. Nice Fortress got there, same something happened. Love they kept the part in the marker cleaning, testing parts off to the side of the concept art. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about this shit, yeah? You just feeling out the markers. That's pretty cool. Amazing what talented artists can do with the simplest of tools. Holy shit, check this out. This is awesome. Like, they took this muscly dude, they did a direct translation of that, changed his proportions a little bit, then went like, never skip neck day, I guess. Beefed out to the max. More toned. Yeah, this is really cool, yeah. I mean, this is what you, as far as I'm concerned, this is what you want from a concept artist. That's the whole idea, to explore the absolute reaches of any concept. And like, Gary Chu here, much credit to him. He went the distance here. He took this original sprite art and he took it in every direction he could find. No, the chode neck one. Genuinely funny when in a later game where characters is great badass stage taken super seriously. Turns out the Grimoire was the lewd magazine. Oh yeah, that sounds like Toriyama, straight up. Yeah. Neck Day and Max Bead both looks like Warner Brother cartoon background. Yeah, they totally do, yeah. And I love that, that's great. Dread Ship. Dread Ship is cool, I like Dread Ship. Mad Wow. Interesting the nuance you get with Mad Marty here. He looks like fucking Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Manic! Same brain cell, buddy. No, all true to a point, the first couple of seasons are based on the author's own experience living in small town Colorado, and wacky characters based on people they met. That's interesting. I'm getting me mallet. The early ones definitely look like Eustace, and then they kind of progress from there. You've been in that small town? No kidding, that's interesting. See where the early season jokes are from? That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Man, this is such a nice spread. This looks so good. I love it. Yeah. This would make a fantastic widescreen monitor background, like straight up. Peter Chan, this is actually dated 91. Wait, so. Was this actually the concept from 91 that they just like straight translated into the remake? All the backgrounds are drawn by Steve Purcell, Sam Max fame. I love his art so much. Miss Hand Drawn Games, big same. Big same. need more of those. I don't think we need to spend too much time on this. Governor Fat, not my favorite character. Ah, the dealer. They basically had this guy dialed in. It seems like they just kind of had to get the hair. Someday I want to pressure audition playing Sam Max Hit the Road. I mean, it's not a big jump from doing the Monkey Island series, honestly. I really should, frankly. Love this redesign. What a glow up. The face especially. The expression, I think, really, really makes this guy. I love that between version 5, 6, and 7, they knew what this guy was gonna look like. They just had to decide on the nose. I love that. Okay, so we got pirate version of Richard Nixon. How fucked up do we want his nose? That's great. God, this is beautiful. I love concept art, chat. One of my most prized possessions when I was a kid, and like, I'm kind of sad I didn't hang on to it. I had a big book of Ralph McQuarrie's Star Wars concept art. Holy shit, man. I loved it so much. I would spend hours just like staring at that stuff. This is 5. What is this? An annoying puzzle? Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely right. Version 1 was pure Disney. Yeah, like straight up. The Disney influence on some of these designs cannot be denied. And I'm glad they landed on a more unique art style for Curse. Curse is such an amazing, holy shit, look at this. Wow, look at the progression here, chat. They were like, we gotta do something with this chair, man. Look at where they were going with this. It's also interesting that they tried a version of her without the glasses. Sam Max is a fantastic game. The comics are pure insanity with stupid details in every corner of every panel. The game actually comes close to emulating that to game format. It's dumb and awesome. Yeah, we'll have to do Sam and Max at some point. We gotta finish this series though. Like I'm committed here. We're gonna do Curse after Star Providence, and I'm gonna try Escape. I can't promise you anything with Escape, but we gotta try it. I'm glad they didn't go with their hair in rollers that are just, yeah, that would have looked kind of fucked up. I see what I see what they were going for with like the one big roller. This would have looked terrible. I like what they ended with. The sort of like moon coif is like gives her a lot of character. It really, really leans into her personality, I think. There's some real Mad Magazine designs here, yeah. The last one's Hanna-Barbera. Zoom in so hard with like a 50 pixel concept art of Samus from Metroid Prime. They were considering having her as a boy cut brunette. Oh my god, the Fisher guy. Wow, look at these. Version 3 here is Disney to the max. These are really interesting. Look, version 4 the most. Very, like, yeah, you get the same kind of characterization, but much softer and like, warmer, I think. How smug are we legally allowed to make this guy? Isn't there some unused voice lines in Prime where Jennifer Hale's play? Wait, seriously? I don't know a whole lot about the Prime series, like normally or behind the scenes. For example, there's a bar scene in the Sam Max comic that has Jesus standing in the background drinking at the bar. And the Philippines with the Eiffel Tower and the pyramids in the background. Sam's coming, so here we are in the Philippines, drawn without reference material, obviously. Sam and Max is big on breaking the fourth wall, right? Especially Max. Or Sam? Or I guess both of them, really. Big zoom in was supposed to be set to a Super Metroid style monologue. Interesting. Sam Max gives 0 fucks about the fourth wall. That could be a lot of fun. Well, I imagine it is a lot of fun. These backgrounds are gorgeous, man. I really gotta give props to this remake. Like, Secret of Monkey Island's remake, solid, but like, LeChuck's Revenge remake is just a really distinct improvement over the original. Shit just looks so good in this game. Then starting with the freelance police actually is what the term entails. Ooh. Screaming at the lavender shadows. Oh, the antique dealer. Yeah, they did a great job with this guy. Man, they gave these characters so much more personality. Like, I love pixel art. But at the same time, look at this little motherfucker. Like, you just immediately know what he's all about. I'm glad they realized that the wide eyes were the way to go. Just really, really cool. The Cannon, August DeWatt, the Cannon guy. So much character just in his ear horn. Now I'm a Lavender Shadows. The costume shop. Costume store keeper. See, the original had a ton of character, and they captured it perfectly, you know? They really, this right here, chat. I think more than anything else we've talked about so far, this really captures what a remake should be, you know? They took the original concept of the character and they amplified it perfectly. You can see the direct line between the original and what they ended up with. Like there's no shift in tone. They just landed there, you know? Top row's a Robert Crumb character. Hate the costume store keeper with a passion. Tina's gonna be so confused tomorrow because Reese is like, Shadows, why is your name red? Why is your name red though? Version 7. This one down here, yeah, I think that's more or less where they ended up. No, actually, they kept him with the arrow through the head, right? I think the remake kept him with that, which is fine by me. Might as well give him a little bit of accenting. I think they kept the arrow. I think. Hard to remember. It's been a hot minute since we last dealt with him. Oh, this is the guard shack. Guard shack at night. That's interesting. Stands! I can't wait till we get to Stan and Curse. I'm so excited. Again, like, Stan and Curse of Monkey Island is the quintessential Stan. It's like, and it's gonna be weird because there is a fair bit of continuity graphically between Secret of Monkey Island and LeChuck's Revenge. He's gonna look pretty different in Curse, but I'm sorry, that is my Stan. I never let him out, no. I was hoping that was gonna be part of the post credits. Yeah. The dirt on the pre-used coffins and the footprints are great detail here. I am a Stan, though I feel terrible saying this, but Stan is not the best character in Curse. We're gonna meet the best character in Curse really early on, and you'll understand immediately. I know. Stan is so good. There's so many. Look, there are so many good characters in Curse. Like, they really, like, you can tell they learned from the previous games and built upon their craft, and like the writers of Curse deserve all the credit in the world. There is one character in Curse that stands head and shoulders above the others, even though he's only a head. He's so fucking good. The gardener, I don't even, oh yeah, the gardener. Complete Sam Max Comics is available on archive.org. I'm imploring you to buy. It's been out of print for ages. A physical version costs a fortune. Wow, okay. Follower, I forget, are you in Discord? If you're on Discord, or if somebody else wants to post up, put that in like feedback or something so I can hang on to that. We'll need that for when we do Sam and Max, because I've drunk enough and y'all have convinced me we will do Sam and Max. I'll commit to that. Sam Max cartoon is also excellent. I've seen a little bit of the Sam Max cartoon. Yes, it is excellent. It is truly, truly good. Doggo. Wow, okay. This is interesting. The dog is interesting. Cause like you can see where they started. And they went like super cartoony, and like I guess they ended on version 4, which is not so far from version 1. 2 and 3 they kind of went crazy. And I think it was smarter than to pull it back. Yeah, thank you, Manic. I appreciate it. Do you say Sham and Axe? I might have. I've had a lot to drink tonight. I've had a lot to drink tonight, if we can be honest here. Droopy square, droopy cube. I think, chat, for the next little while, I think I'm gonna be indulging a bit more in streams than I normally do, because like this is kind of my safe space from the world. It's my little pocket dimension to hide in from all the troubles of the waking world. And they are kind of mounting at the moment, so yeah. I'm going to be losing myself a lot in streams in the coming weeks, I think. Thank you. I appreciate it. They put so much effort into these scenes that you only spend like a tiny bit of time in. Like the kitchens. The kitchen on Scab Island, the kitchen on Fat Island, you barely spend any time there. There's like one interactable here. Wait a minute. Wow, that's interesting. Was this like old concept art for this before they streamlined it down to this? See, makes me want to eat fish soup, even though I don't think I've ever enjoyed fish soup. Yeah. If you ever need to become gnome, let us know. I will, believe me. I will. Guybrush's mom. Wow, look how ragged she is in version 5. Version 7 seems like a Hanna-Barbera. I'm glad you mentioned that. I think it was Manic or whoever did. They definitely were bouncing around between like Disney and Hanna-Barbera in terms of art styles before kind of landing on their own permutation, and I'm glad they did. Can't believe his parents existed. I can't believe we take the dad's skull for the fucking voodoo doll, man. Kinda fucked up. Guybrush's dad. They knew what they wanted to do with Guybrush's dad. They just had to get the proportions right. And yeah, version 5 here, version 5 here. They were like, what if we just go like straight undead, like ghoul shit? You can also see it in version 4 with the kind of like dramatic lighting on them. It's interesting stuff. You get to see different brands of skeletons. I love it. That's really, really cool. I like the dramatic lighting being an indicator of ghosts, yeah. Bone dance skin, I love it. Ooh. Nice studies of Elaine here. Cliff Butte. The Spitmaster. Oh my god. This motherfucker. Oh, it's so gross. They put spit on his hat, and I think they actually ended on that too. Fucking hate the spit hat. Big same. Here's somebody swallow. Captain Rum. They just had to decide how chunky he was. Oh yeah, when you go down to the Mad Monkey. Nice. Ah! I feel like they kind of ended up using these for Curse. Or not. Maybe this was inspired by parts of the Curse look. Fun fact about 2, Fat was being floated around as an idea during development of Monkey Island 1, but got replaced with Elaine. Yeah, definitely see the Curse influences, yeah. Can't wait to talk more about that. Really, really can't. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, I'm kind of just clicking through at the moment. It's getting late now. Oh, we actually get LeChuck from Curse here. You can see them kind of mapping out the progression. Yeah. This is remake 1. I guess kind of where they landed on remake 2. Yeah, Curse, and then I guess this is Escape? Nice to see all the useless shit in our inventory. It is getting kind of late, yeah. And I mean, like, we had at least 16 or 20 items that we never ended up using, so. Or got used and never left our inventory, so. I think the point's been adequately made. But yeah, I'm just gonna click through the rest of these real quick. Good old Herman Tooth Rod. Had a bunch of different directions for Herman, it seems. I don't remember this at all. Oh, Dama! Dama, you're hitting us with the late raid. Thank you so much for, but yeah, we're kind of wrapping up right now. We just got to the end of the concept art for this. We beat the game like an hour ago, and I've just been sitting around drunkenly rambling about it. Yeah, I don't recognize this either. I think this might have been like a concept for like the final area. Yeah. I mean, I've hit you with plenty of late raids where you were about to raid out, so fair is fair, I think. I have to go to bed anyway. Yeah, big same. Big same. But yeah. For everybody coming in, welcome. Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge is very much worth your time, but I would strongly recommend playing the series in order. Start with Secret of Monkey Island, then go LeChuck's Revenge, then go Curse of Monkey Island. And then if you are a brave soul, you can check out the games thereafter. But yeah, I streamed Secret of Monkey Island a couple weeks ago. It was solid. I just went through LeChuck's Revenge. I need a lot of help from chat. Like Manic just said, yeah, don't be shy playing this game with a guide. It is daunting in a lot of places, yeah. And then I'm gonna jump over to Curse of Monkey Island in a couple weeks. There's some stuff I want to do before we get to that, but yeah. Oh boy. Also, it'd be interesting to play through this with developer commentary at some point. I imagine it'd be great to hear them contradict some of the observations I made throughout this game. But anyway, chat, I need to wrap this up because I need to go to bed and get up early tomorrow. There's much to be done. I got a lot of things I gotta deal with tomorrow. So anyway, gang, this has been Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. I am so happy. I cannot tell you how happy I am to have finally beaten this game with y'all's help, and thank you so much for that. So, schedule reminders. Oh, I said I was going to tell you what we're going to do tomorrow if we made it to the end of the game, and we did. So those of you that have bothered to stay up this late, remember when we did Omega Land? The Good Job Pat game? Well, that was made by a developer, a very, very bold and forward-thinking developer named Jonas Kizratis. I apologize, I'm probably butchering his name every time I say it. Really interesting developer, made some really interesting stuff. Tomorrow night, we are going to look at something else they made. They have a game originally on Steam called The Sea Will Claim Everything. Just recently, they expanded that into a full collection on Steam, covering all of their games set in the Lands of Dream. So we're gonna poke around in that. We may play some of The Sea Will Claim Everything, but I'm kind of more interested in the other games I've added to it. It'll be a good time. It'll be some very interesting pointing and clicking. So if you had a good time with this, you'll have a good time tomorrow night. We may continue that into Thursday if y'all are really digging it, or I may go other places on Thursday. We'll see. Thursday and Friday are kind of left up to chance. Saturday, I would like to do the power hours because we missed it last week because my damnable power problems. Not power hours problems, not Nintendo power problems, but literal actual electrical power problems. And then beyond that, I'll need to review my schedule and see what I can manage next week. But I think we'll be able to do a fair number of streams. And most of what we're going to be doing next week is going to be Star of Providence, what you may remember being named Monolith. A really cool retro-styled roguelike that I have not spent enough time in, and I'm choosing to correct that very soon. So, with all that said, chat, let's get out of here. I need to change my background, actually. Hang on one sec, chat. Let me grab this up and get it set up as our new background. Let's see, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go? Now I gotta find the damn thing. Just, oh, is that? That's it. There we go. There we go. Much better. Miku is never far from our hearts. Anyway, chat. The penis wallpaper. All right, let's go find somebody to raid. Folks have been so nice about raiding us tonight. Do I have somebody I can shunt y'all over to? I do. I can send y'all. Big Sig is vibing tonight. Looks like he's doing some wrestling commentary. Let's go hang out with him. Let's see how that's going. So Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for the end of Monkey Island 2. A couple days after I said we would do it, but circumstances being what they are, it's been a rowdy couple of days for me, chat, and I'm still trying to hold it together, and I think I'm doing an okay job of that. So I'm just excited about what we're going to be doing coming up. So hopefully I will see you all out tomorrow night for a look at the Lands of Dream, and possibly the sea will claim everything. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.